we come to our last paper for today, and we turn to one of the earliest witnesses of New Persian, an early Judeo-Persian letter from Dendon Ouilik, and it is a re-examination of this early letter by نیما آصفی and Ibrahim Shafi'i.
Thank you, Mr. Shafi'i. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, just raise your voice a bit. It's a bit low.
Okay. Our greetings to all attendees, professors, and students. Our translation is generally different from previous translations, but I will suffice with just 2 sentences, and then say some of the specific features of the text. And the first sentence is فرموده بودیم هدیه ایش فرموده بودیم ایش راست. Zhang and she considered it as a simple past verb and translated as we ordered. فرموده بودیم, we ordered. Even if it was a past verb, it should be translated as pluperfect verb, as we had ordered. ما فرموده بودیم, but not simple past as they considered. Based on the Middle Persian and early New Persian structure, and following passages in Dendon Ouilik the second, in line 22, which there is a pluperfect as نوشت بودی, نوشت بوده, you had written. The pluperfect of this verb should have a form as فرمود بودیم. Thus, final y in فرموده can challenge the Zhang and she thesis and the pluperfect proposed. Ludwig Paul doesn't have same situation about this phrase, and in his form, at first فرموده بودی without m translated as you had ordered, probably may considered as an accusative enclitic pronoun for the first singular person, and thus the full translation is you had ordered me. And once again, mentioning the whole phrase gives this translation. The gifts that we have ordered for him are right. In our view, here there are 2 independent verbs. The first verb is فرمودی. As a past verb, and the second singular person, which belongs to هدیه‌ای, the gift that, because in this period there is not ergative construction, so the past transitive verb inflected as the past intransitive verb. This verb attributed to شوپردر, the letter recipient, and means the gift that you, means شوپردر, ordered. And this sentence can be compared with کاری فرمودیش سخت فرمودی اش سخت کنم in دندان اویلیق first, line 29. So though in دندان اویلیق the second verb stands in the initial to emphasize. The second verb is بودیم, as a past verb, second plural person, which belongs to those who said with respect took delivery of the sheep from Dehqan, and each represents the gift. In other words, that gift as accusative and is an object for راست بودن. راست بودن, to be right about something, and has some evidence in early Persian literature as to be honest about something, and in this text probably means to be faithful about his order, and in conclusion means the gift that you, means شوپردر, order, we were faithful about it. In Persian, پایبند بودن و درست عمل کردن به فرمان شوپردر. As it is well known in Persian, the main meaning of kardan is to make. In line 16, as an indication recounting the gifts, it says چه نیک کردید, how good you did, which can represent to provide the gifts by شوآپردر, the letter recipient, and not by the author of the letter. In other words, the author of the letter tells شوآپردر that you made or did good gifts. The second sentence is بازداشتن چیزی باز مدارد. The main meaning of بازداشتن in Persian is to avoid, to prevent. In its formula, as بازداشتن something or someone from something or someone. For instance, اگر از من تو بد نداری باز نکنی بی نیاز روز نیاز. ابوشکور بلخی. Two most important things we should consider are avoiding repetition and duplication. It is possible to eliminate either the first part or the second part from the formula. Due to semantic development, بازداشتن can also mean to withhold, to spare. For instance, فرمود که یا اسرائیل من بهشت را از دوستان خود باز ندارم، آن را رها کن تا در بهشت باشد. In دندان اویلیق the second, the meaning is meant to be to withhold, to spare. So Ludwig Paul translated this sentence چیز باز مدارید. Do not keep anything back from us. And it means that he considered the first ma as a first plural pronoun and the second one as a prohibitive article. Though it seems both are prohibitive articles, but due to the end of the line, the author repeated the word, and thus the meaning is don't withhold anything from them, not from us. And as it said, the second part, in other words, from them, can be eliminated as it is very common in Persian. Conclusion. Identical with Middle Persian, the Middle Persian characteristic feature of Dendon Oilig, which haven't reflected in early New Persian text in Perso-Arabic script or rarely used in some dialectical early New Persian texts such as the Quran translations and commentaries in New Persian, including first, the use of the ancient construction of Middle Persian subjunctive verb mood. Second, the use of the adverb be, but, in Persian magar, amma, in Quran Quds translation. The use of the relative e and izafe. It is necessary to mention that the evidence shows that it has been reducing. The verb he, from in Old Iranian, to be. The use of the conjunction ku. This conjunction sometimes is replaced by the relative ke, and this shows a mixing between the two words. For instance, in line 19, دو مرند را کو سرشماری گوسفند مهتر بودن. What is expected is ke, not ku. The use of the adverb suffix of iha, the use of the preposition o with aleph, the use of the past suffix of id in some verbs such as line 29, فرستید. This past suffix was in use in many early New Persian texts. And finally, identical with New Persian, the loss of ergativity, the use of preposition ra as object marker, the use of postposition ra next to the preposition mar. Mar something ra or mar somebody ra, and also as mar something or somebody ra. The use of yak-e, yaki, one instead of yak, one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shafi, and thank you very much, Mr. Azafi. This paper was, as the other one, very, very interesting and dealing with one of the main crucials that we still have in our field of studies. I mean, somebody had spoken earlier on about the contribution that the Pazan may give to our knowledge of Persian dialectology. I believe that Pazan could also help us to, at least as is shown by some variants found in the Quranic codes and some Pazan texts, it could also help us in this area. I found your paper personally extremely interesting and innovative, and do hope to be able to read it soon. Are there any questions? I see Professor Jafari on screen.
No, I just want to thank you very much and ask people, all people who are here, I mean, to open their camera, because Mr. Shoyeste wants to take some photo. And meanwhile, I would like to welcome Professor Herman from France, who I have heard that was available here. I can't see him, but I should thank him very much, and thank all scholars. Yeah, I am. Hello, Professor Herman. Thank you very much for your coming.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Mr. Shoyeste wants to take some photo, and me too, of course.
Sorry, just as a final point, I should say that our mutual paper will be published as soon as possible.
And we very much look forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Me too. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. So see you soon in next webinar, hopefully. Thank you very much to all scholars and students. Thank you. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Thank you, and thank you to the University of Tehran, Professor Jafari, Professor Taimad Mari, and Amin Shayeste Dost. It is really a pleasure to be in touch with Tehran and to see how much good work is being done in Iran in these days. I mean, notwithstanding all the myriad of problems that we are all facing.
We are hoping to see you all in Tehran very soon. Yeah.
Inshallah.
By God will.
Thank you very much.
So, bye-bye.
متشکرم.
خدا حافظ.
خدا نگهدار.
Thank you. خدا نگهدار.